Everyone, please be seated. Good morning. This is a historic moment, and I welcome you to soak it in. You'll remember this for years to come. And you may know, but we'll reiterate, that our graduates are pride and joy. So we are particularly delighted to be doing this morning. I am Michelle Alexandre, a member of the faculty and Dean of Stetson University College of Law. Welcome, honored guests, students, faculty, family members, spouses, partners and friends, and most importantly, graduates. Welcome to our December 2020 commencement ceremony. Let's hear it for our graduates. Today is a unique celebration as we recognize the classes of December 2019, May and August 2020, and December 2020. We are delighted that you could all be with us today in person for this celebration. First, I would like to acknowledge our active duty military personnel, our veterans in this graduating class, in our faculty, and in our audience. Please stand so that we can recognize your service. Let me take a moment to introduce those on stage with me and those who are part of the procession. We are honored to have with us Dr. Christopher Roque, President of Stetson University. Dr. Noel Penter, Executive Vice President and Provost of Stetson University. Jason Bent, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs and Professor of Law. Daryl Wilson, Associate Dean for Faculty and Strategic Initiatives and Professor of Law. Dorothea Bean, Professor of Law, and Dr. Jocinda Hudson, Assistant Dean for Student Affairs. I would also like to recognize those honored guests who, due to COVID restrictions, unfortunately could not be part of this in-person ceremony. They graciously sent a personal video to the graduates. We invite you to view their special videos on the graduation webpage. And you will hear from Maureen Boykayan-Evans, Chair of the Board of Trustees, Greg Coleman, Chair of the Board of Overseers, Kevin Iorado, President of the Stetson Lawyers Alumni Association, and Rachel Wise, the outgoing Student Bar Association President. As many of you know, Stetson Law has a pro bono requirement for graduation. On our October 2019 and May 2020 graduates and students volunteered more than 34,000 hours of community service. Many of our graduates took our pro bono requirement to the next level by continuing to serve their communities and society even after they had far exceeded the required number of hours, using the skills and tools learned at Stetson. They doubled down on that commitment during the pandemic, creating new ways to be of use to the community. You will recognize those graduates by their blue cord, representing a Blues Award for pro bono service. It is my hope that you will continue to serve your communities with distinction and professionalism as a Stetson lawyer. This year at orientation, I told our group of fresh-faced 1L that they would be forging a new path that no one had walked before. I impress upon them that having empathy for others, grit, and resilience are the pivotal foundation of a good attorney. As I thought about what I wanted to say to all of you today, I found myself reflecting on those words because I realized that you are the embodiment of it. You have already forged a path to conditions that no one had encountered before. As a result, you now know what it is like to successfully complete one of your life's biggest challenges, despite the immense hurdles that were placed on that path. You have done it. This year, you have shown that resilience, that Stetson law grit, and a special breed of dogged commitment. You have dug deep and transcended endless limitations to reach this amazing milestone. I am so proud of you, of who you are as humans, scholars, and legal minds. In answering the call to become an attorney, you are beginning your purpose in life. You now have the tools to be change agents and justice warriors who can transform the world. So today, we celebrate your graduation, your accomplishment. We take this moment to cherish all that you have done, and we feel hope and excitement for all that you will do. I now invite President Volk to offer.
Good morning. Before I begin, I'm going to ask for 3 shout outs. How about a shout out for all the faculty, staff, and administration that made today's event possible? How about a shout out for all the family and loved ones that made this law education possible? And of course, how about a huge shout out for our graduates? We gather today to celebrate the accomplishments of our students who have rightfully earned their Juris Doctor and other advanced law degrees. Congratulations, class of 2020. Sure. You've made it to the end of a remarkable journey, literally unlike any other before you. As you join the Stetson Alumni Network and become part of an enduring community of Stetson Law graduates, contemplate for a moment where you were at this time last year. You were facing your last year of law school, and just a little more than a year ago, I was named by our Board of Trustees as Stetson's 10th president. I imagine we both looked forward to the year ahead with a lot of excitement and anticipation. Thomas Gray was right in 1742 when he wrote, "Ignorance is bliss," because there was no way we could perceive what may lie ahead. And yet, here you are. You made it. You made it through lockdown, online learning, virtual meeting, bad audio, lost internet connection, canceled bar exam, masks, hand washing, physical distancing. You endured. Your friends, families, and faculty are assembled here to celebrate you. And I believe this is a special graduation because you achieved your degree and you did it in this year. You were not only tested in the classroom, but ultimately by life. For me, and maybe for many of you, it would have been impossible to endure and even thrive this past year without one thing: kindness. Since I first stepped onto Stetson's campus, I have quoted the wisdom of Mr. Fred Rogers, who said there are 3 ways to ultimate success. First is to be kind, the second is to be kind, and the third is to be kind. So when Dean Alexandre, the administration, and I first started the work and planning for resumption of classes in Gulfport and in DeLand, we made a conscious decision that everything we did, everything we planned, would be done with kindness, with empathy, and with agency. So today, as I congratulate you for becoming part of the rich tradition of Stetson Law graduates who have gathered in this very same spot, I ask you to consider the small and large acts of kindness that you have received during your time here. As you take the countless hours you have given in classrooms, courtrooms, clinical experiences, and competitions out into the world and into your careers, I ask you to consider repaying the kindness you have received with the kindness you may give. Why? Kindness not only matters, it enables us to listen, to engage with others unlike ourselves, and to consider paths we can forge together to make our community, in fact, the world, a better place. The mission of Stetson University College of Law is to be a dynamic and supportive scholarly community whose faculty and students will have a meaningful and far-reaching impact on the law, the profession, and society. Here at Stetson, you have learned the law and the skills required to apply it to legal practice with integrity and with professionalism. I also ask today that as you move forward, that you add kindness to your practice. As you grow and thrive, I challenge you to help those around you to thrive, to offer small acts of kindness to your clients, your partners, your institutions, your organizations, and those that you love. Ultimately, this is how you'll become the lawyer you set out to be, serving justice wherever life may take you. Thank you and congratulations. I'd like to welcome back to the podium Dean Alexandre.
It is now time to celebrate our graduate. President Roque today recognized the December 2019 and May-August 2020 graduates for the Juris Doctor degree and our LLM degrees, as well as our joint degree. We anticipate that all graduates listed in the graduation program will meet the requirements for their respective degrees. As such, I ask that you prospectively confer their degrees on them. All graduates, please stand.
Thank you, Dean Alexandre. I'm going to turn to you while I say about that. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Stetson University, pursuant to the charter granted by the state of Florida, I pronounce you graduates of Stetson University and confer upon you all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Graduate, please come forward as your name is called.
We begin with the recognition of our Spring and Summer 2020 Masters of Law in Advocacy graduate, Armando Perez. Next, we recognize our Fall 2020 Master of Laws in Advocacy candidate, James Watt Beckwith, in absentia. Listina Noemi Caballero Diaz, in absentia. Charles Hardesty Maniz, in absentia. And Carla Marielle Reyes, in absentia. Next, we recognize our Fall 2020 Master of Laws in Elder Law candidate, T. Lorraine Johns. Lindsay Blessinger Charles. Next, we recognize our Spring and Summer 2020 Master of Laws in International Law graduate, Virginia Obando. Next, we recognize our Fall 2020 Master of Laws in International Law candidate, Ernest Torres Braya in absentia. Jennifer Fenner. Renee Katarina Koster in absentia. Now we will recognize our Fall 2019 JD graduates. Tiffany K. Francis Thornton.
We will now go on to our Spring and Summer 2020 JD graduates. Elizabeth Laura Ajluni. Omar Amin, Certificate of Concentration in Advocacy. Seth James Barr. The diploma for our next graduate will be presented by her grandfather, Sammy Cacciatore, a 1966 graduate of the College of Law, and her father, Sammy Cacciatore, a 1995 graduate of the College of Law. Madison Page Cacciatore. Carissa Brianna Carmack. Jeff Chang, Certificate of Concentration in Advocacy, Victor O. Whaley Award. The diploma for our next graduate will be presented by his mother, Mary Clemens Coburn, a 1985 graduate of the College of Law. Henry Kyle Coburn, Jr., Victor O. Whaley Award.
Andrew Joseph Conrad. Rebecca Gail Cook, Certificate of Concentration in Social Justice Advocacy. Pedro Pablo Cuervo. Evan Philip Dada, National Order of Scribes Award. Bridget Misty Dennis, American Bankruptcy Institute Medal Award for Excellence in Bankruptcy Studies. Alexis Dion DeVoe, JD MBA, Honors Program, Certificate of Concentration in Advocacy, American Law Institute CLE Scholarship and Leadership Award, and Victor O. Whaley Award. Alexandra Marie Dragovich. Ryan Glenn Dwyer, Stephanie A. Vaughn Excellence in Advocacy Award, and Victor O'Whaley Award.
Hannah Elmazri Diab, Honors Program. Elise Marie Engel. Jay Fraser Flasher. Valerie Faith Gatlin. The diploma for our next graduate will be presented by her father, Baron Given, a 1981 graduate of the College of Law, Brittany Nicole Given. Diallo Gordon. James Green. Philip Anthony Hampton.
Graduates, Stetson is a community dedicated to excellence. Our faculty serve as teachers, mentors, and role models. They demonstrate the values of leadership and service, and they serve as an inspiration to all of us. Graduates, Stetson University College of Law was founded in 1900. We know that you will follow more than a century of tradition as lawyers and leaders who are committed to the rule of law, who transform society, who represent the values of your law school, your university, and our profession. Today, we celebrate you. And from today forward, we are proud to call you graduates and alumni of the Stetson University College of Law. Graduates, please stand one more time. Turn your tassel from the right to the left of your tab as we acknowledge the class of 2020. And finally, families, supporters, and friends, you were there when our students needed you the most. Graduates, let's thank everyone who helped you become a graduate of Stetson University College of Law. Congratulations to our graduates. After the recession has concluded, we kindly ask that you meet your party and exit safely and swiftly to the parking lot. We appreciate your cooperation. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you and be safe.